Everyone, it's Ben back again, and this time the Habs beat the Detroit Red Wings 2-1 in overtime in a game they were very, very lucky to win. So let's just start from the very beginning. Arturi Lehkonen finally makes his way back into the lineups. Charles Hudon sadly got hurt in practice, broken sternum, I believe it was. But Arturi Lehkonen back, which is always good news because he's one of the few really offensively gifted players on this team. And early on, he looks great. He was getting some chances, but then Peter Mrazek absolutely robs him with one of the best glove saves I've seen all year. What looked like a sure goal. Peter Mrazek had other plans. Anyway, the first period passes without much incident. The Habs actually outshoot the Red Wings 10-5 in that period. They look pretty good in the first. And then after that, things kind of change after the first. In the second, the Habs kind of come out looking like flaming garbage, and they stay that way for most of the period, with Detroit outshooting the Habs 15-5 in the second period. And with about 4-ish minutes left, Yemlin lays what was really just kind of, it wasn't I don't know if it was a dirty hit, but like just the way he hit Bertuzzi into the boards, Bertuzzi fell in a weird way, and it clearly looked like he hurt his knee pretty bad. I don't know what the actual injury ended up being, but Yemlin had that happen after Philip Deneau had kind of gotten into an accidental collision with Brendan Smith. And it was knee on knee, but like you could tell by the replay, it wasn't really on purpose. But go out of the second, still tied 0-0. Although Detroit's really starting to pull away in shot wise and play wise, and they're also starting to get kind of pissed because two of the guys have been hit now. So the third, about 6 or 7 minutes in, Abdelkader snipes one past Price. Detroit up 1-0. And it looked like that was going to be the goal that would decide the game with the way the Habs were playing. I didn't expect them to actually tie it up. But after Price gives up that goal, he keeps it 1-0 on it with about 10 minutes left on a miraculous string of 3 or 4 saves, where about halfway through he got basically tackled by Thomas Vanek and had to crawl out from under him to make 2 more saves. If they had scored, it might have probably gotten taken back for goalie interference, but it was still impressive nonetheless to see Price make those last couple saves. And just there's not really any more analyzing you can do when it comes to Price. Price is just Price, and it's amazing to watch, and he's fantastic to have on your team. Not long after that, though, Yemelin, again, kind of lays a questionable hit on Dylan Larkin this time. Larkin ended up being okay. He came back in the game, but it did not look good on the play, and people are even more pissed. And after that, I was thinking, good God, Yemlin, you better watch out because somebody's probably going to kill you soon. Somehow that didn't happen before the end of the game. Nobody went after Yemlin for the end of the game, which I was surprised by. But after Price keeps the Habs in the game, Brendan Gallagher breaks his goalless drought with a pretty damn nice tip in on a mechanic saucer pass, and that tied up the game 1-1, and it was a nice goal for Gallagher to break his slump on. And then that's the way the game stays until the end of the third. Both goalies keep the game tied, and then we go into overtime. And about 20 seconds into overtime, Shea Weber gets a slashing penalty, which I did not know that it's a slashing penalty even if the stick only falls out of the player's hands, because if you watch the replay, he did not break the Detroit player's stick. The stick just fell out of his hands when he slashed down on it. I didn't know that was actually a penalty. I thought you actually had to break the stick. Nonetheless, the Habs kill off the penalty. Not long after Weber gets out of the box, he gets a chance to jump into the rush, and he just rings one off the post and comes so very close to ending the game. And then it comes back to the Habs end again. Detroit gets a couple chances. And then Radulov and Galchenyuk get a 2-on-1, and that certainly has been a dangerous situation for other teams this year. Sure enough, Radulov gets a beauty of a pass over to Galchenyuk. Galchenyuk taps it in one-timer. Habs get the win in overtime in a game that they probably shouldn't have won. Carey Price definitely kept them in it, but Habs winning games because of Chucky, Radu, and Price. What's new? Got the 3 California teams up next, so it'll be interesting to see how they can do against those teams. They've already handled LA fairly well in the one game they played against them. But anyway, not loving this trend. They're getting wins now, but they're kind of going backwards in terms of offensive progress. Anyway, we'll see what they can do against the Californian teams and then in St. Louis. See you guys next time.